Okay. There we go. Well, hello. So are you just like not busy today? It is 11 p.m. for me. Wait a minute. This doesn't make sense. Hold on. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Am I missing something here? Yeah? Yeah? No. Ooh, hard spike. Oop. Launched myself into the rock. That's not what I wanted to do. Ooh, okay. Okay. I just nab all this stuff up. I'll just goody goody. But just because it's 8 o'clock doesn't mean you can't do anything. Hmm. Realistically, I should have put this shit somewhere else. But I guess since it's like a starter thing, I can make it here. There we go. I used to play this game a ton, and now I don't. Let's go that way. That'll be fine. I could make it work. Yeah, I can make it work. I'm trying to figure out OBS. Are you trying to record? Okay, so let's see for what I am currently doing. What do I have? What do I feel like doing with all this? Well, let's see. I've got a power grid. Oh, I could put a little bit more on it. I could also add more of these, right? Yeah. Yeah, I could easily add more of these. Okay. What am I dealing with? I'm dealing with a normal, normal, normal. Okay. And then normal, normal. Okay, I don't think I'm going fast enough to be able to do that. OBS is actually really, really simple to set up. It's not super hard. You can find a handful of videos on it, but honestly, I found a video on how to set it up, and then everything was just trial and error after that, to be honest with you. Ooh, that's right. I'm not setting up these. I'm setting up these. Okay, so let's do... Let's do this. We'll, this one's gonna look a little weird. Yeah. Right. Okay, so let's see, what do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. No, I have 6. I don't have 5. I don't know if that one's normal though. Okay, so we have another one, and another one, and another one. Probably not even going to use all these. And then I've got copper, copper. Nope, that's Caterium. That's not copper. What is this one? Copper. Copper. There we go. And then we'll do limestone. And then we'll just be doing basic stuff. So we'll have Copper production, we'll have rods getting made, we'll have plates getting made, we'll have ingots getting made. Okay, and then we'll have wire. Okay, so it'll be wire cable. Then we'll have some screws. Biomass comes at a later time. Got some concrete. Got some refined plates. I think that's gonna be... Copper sheets are gonna come into play here in a little bit, but I'll have a different source later. Rotors are gonna be coming into play soon. Modular frames I can already make. Smart plating, that's about to come into play. Okay, and then everything else I can kind of worry about later, because that requires additional resources that I don't have at the moment. But all that stuff I do. Okay, what was that? Okay, so what exactly are you trying to figure out for OBS? Okay, so right now I've got 1, 2, 3. I will comfortably be doing, so it'll be 6. That's a lot. I don't know if I want to do 6. We'll do limestone to concrete. Yeah, that seems about right. Everything. Okay, well, you said that you want to do streaming, right? So, are you going to be cutting any of the stream up into like shorts? Are you just wanting to upload the streams directly? Just kind of like some basic information so I can have a rough idea of what direction I can kind of like push you in. Okay, so right now we're not gonna need that, but okay, so it'll be a 2-2 split, so it won't really matter all too much. And then we'll toss. Okay. splitter, so we'll toss that in here. We'll go there. Then we'll go there. And we'll just say storage container. Cool. You were absolutely no help. Says I'll need 2 for max. So I'll probably just have 2 making wire, 2 not making wire. So I'm gonna need to upgrade my belt system. Got it. Just normal? Okay. So do you... Oh, that's right. You're not at your computer. I'm assuming you're doing it off your computer that you have at the house, not your laptop. Sorry, I'm also trying to figure out how I want to get stuff set up. I'm gonna do half of these going here. And then that'll output that. Okay, so we'll do that. And then one of those with one of these at some point down the line. Do this something kind of like that. Because these are used for a lot. Then I'll make loots and whatnot. Okay, so this can go down a little bit. This can come up here. Okay. So let's do this, and then that, that, nope. What are you doing? That, here, here. That's not desirable, but it's making a good amount of plates. Here, let me show you what I'm doing. And then what is it? This is what I'm doing. Like I said, I was gonna do all of this off camera, but so this is the concrete that I have way off in a corner. This is the copper, and then this is the iron that I can use at the moment. And then these are the other 3 nodes that I know where they're at, but I'm not using them right now. So I'm just trying to see how many of these do I need to make? And for some of these, I'm not going to make that full amount. So really the best example is these two right here, is how this one says 6.46. So realistically, I would only be making 6. I can't underclock one. So I'd be making 6. Some of this is going to be split and going off into storage because I'm going to need iron rods. Some iron rods for crafting. Realistically, I can take them off of a belt or I can take them out of these machines. But for starting, I kind of need them for this way. That's not what I meant to do. Kind of need them for this stuff, which is like basic upgrades, so I can actually get to like phase 3, phase 4, phase 5, because they're locked. So like for this one, I'm going to need rotors, plates, and then cable. For this one, I'll need concrete, wire, rods, plates. And doing those things will allow me to get these different things. And I need to unlock everything to get me to the next one. So what I just showed you was Satisfactory Modeler. It takes all of this that you see and it puts it on a 2D plane and makes it a lot easier to figure out numbers, because later on you're dealing with tons and tons of machines. So you're having to figure out inputs and outputs and, you know, what goes here, what goes there. It's a little confusing later on. But I can actually I don't want to do that. Eh. It'll be fine for a brief moment. So for me, like how I do my OBS is you can set up a bunch of different like pre-selects for over here. So like let's say I wanted to add another one and it has different stuff right here. You can set that up over here and just be like, okay, well this one's going to be for, let's say, one of my cameras and it's going to capture this, and this will be for one of my monitors and I only want it to capture like a portion of the screen or only a certain application on that screen, and you know, so on and so forth. And then over here is where you would set up what you're wanting to capture. Like this one, I have it to where it's capturing just Satisfactory. This one, I have it to where it's capturing whatever window I have pre-selected. So like that one, I have it set up for the modeler. And then this one is just my actual display for like what you would see. That's why you can see my taskbar. And then as far as like settings go, settings can be one of those things where it's kind of like this big daunting thing because you have so many different stuff, and you have like I don't know how much it'll allow me to really mess around with anything. Yeah, it won't allow me to mess around with anything while I'm currently recording, but I can at least walk through some of it. Um, no, so usually what I do if I'm just trying to capture the game, I only have game capture selected, so fine. I'll usually just have game capture selected, and then you can go over to the window, and of course you can select whatever game is currently running. So like how I have Satisfactory modular, I have Steam running in the background, I have Microsoft Edge running in the background, I have, I guess, Search. um, and then Epic Game. I I don't exactly know why that's running, but you would just select whatever exactly you are trying to show on screen. So some ooh, okay. If it's not working for you, do you see it like this? Where it has that little eyeball crossed out, or like the eyeball isn't crossed out? I can see my cursor, but not the game. And you have the game selected over here. I'm supposed to be building a factory, and I'm over here helping you with OBS. It's fine. I need to wait for resources to pile up anyways, because once I actually get it going, it's just gonna start burning through this. Um, okay. Um, let's see here. So, if you didn't see what I just did, I went over to, you can do it for any one of these. I don't know how you would have it set up. You would just right click, properties, pull up this little window right here. Okay. Yeah, best that would make it a little bit easier. Honestly, I think you're gonna be the only person I'm gonna have in chat for the night, so I'm just pretty much not gonna have YouTube open for a while. God damn, everyone? Oh, water trip. You know I'm streaming. Oh, oh, is that why? I think that's why. God damn it, dude. How the fuck aren't you? Whatever. You have my phone number, and yet you choose to do that. Um, yes. Game capture would be significantly better, in my opinion, because it automatically snaps to the game whenever you pull it up. It makes it a lot easier. Again, you can have a whole bunch of presets for it. Like for me, usually what I end up doing, I'll end up opening up OBS because I'm a little lazy. I only have these three presets. I'll go in here, I'll come all the way over here, click on this, and be like, okay, what game am I playing today? Oh, I'm playing Satisfactory. Oh, I'm playing Ready or Not. Or, oh, I'm playing Gray Zone. I'll just snap it to that game. Takes like a second or two for it to actually like snap and realize what the game is. And then it'll pull up just like this, and it works. As opposed to, I've tried doing it with window capture, and I've tried doing it with, you can do it with display capture, but then if you ever decide to go out and do anything else, um, everyone will see what you're doing. So I I typically just use game capture. If you send me a message on Discord, if you want to if you want to call or like send me messages or anything like that, I'll respond to them. Um, what do you mean? What information? Oh, oh, okay. I I see what you're talking about now. I was like, what do you mean? But yeah, that's the whole reason why I have it set up to game capture. So I don't open up something that I'm not trying to like leak any additional information off of. Are you saying that because you can't? Okay, I was about to say, are you saying that because you can't find me? Because yeah, um, honestly, I still got a bunch of stuff that I need to kind of do on here, and again, it is kind of just waiting while everything is slowly getting built. Well, built slash processed. Um, so if you wanted to message me on there, that would work. Wait a minute. Let me go back to this. Nope. Eh, I mean, like I said, I've got a bunch of other stuff that I was gonna halfway build this and then kind of see how everything was working and just kind of start the stream for it next week. So this is just kind of me laying everything out, making sure I've got everything. So if I ended it and, ended up calling you or messaging you for helping you out with Discord, it's fine. It's not like it's anything detrimental. Nope. This is not what I need. Yes, I need these. So, I need you here. So there's do I have? 3, 4, 1, and it says I can have 6 for 1. I'm gonna need a lot more space. This is where it starts getting interesting. No, go back. Let's see. I can make 3. I'm running a little behind on that last one. That third one, I can just have plates. That's fine. This one, however, I usually don't do good with that. I usually just kind of wing it. Okay, so since we are just winging it at the moment. No, stop. What are you doing? Oh my god. There. Jesus Christ. Okay. So we are going to have you make, not rods, because that's going to take up a little bit too much space right now. You are going to make plates. And then those plates are probably going to be used for other things. So, ooh. Oh, that's right. It's not this that I need. It is this that I need. And I need rotors. How the fuck do I make rotors? Can I make rotors? I can. What is this? Ah, I need screws. Of course I need fucking screws. Yoink. I mean, if you wanted to do it after stream, I'll probably be ending the stream at about 2 o'clock, sometime around there. And then I'm not doing anything tomorrow. So, if you're going to be up and doing nothing for the next 2 hours, I can help you out then, if you haven't already sent me something. I see a notification. There we go. Alright, yeah, if you just want to message me on there, I'm gonna minimize. Yeah. If you just want to message me on Discord, I'm gonna minimize YouTube. I have it on my phone, because that's the easiest way for me to be able to watch what's going on in stream. But like I said earlier, I don't expect anyone else to show up at 12 o'clock at night. Unless there's someone that randomly wants a Satisfactory fix. It's just like, I need to watch someone build shit. Actually, wait, I could split it. Let's do that. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. I'll just have it split. This is why I was saying earlier I wanted a second monitor. Alright, so I need an assembler. Oh, fuck, I need cables. This one? Nope. Hmm. That's a tidbit of an issue. Why are you not running? Exactly. Aha. That's why you're not running. Look, I forgot how to do that. I'll figure it out at a later date. Ooh, and there is most of my power grid. Kind of creepy. What do you mean, kind of creepy? That seal is spinning. Ah, what the fuck happened? No. I have biomass. The fuck do you mean? What? It says max consumption. Everything is fine. Oh, wait. Max consumption versus production. Ooh. Everything cannot be turned on. That's the issue. I see. More of these, I guess? Let me get up here. I'll be right back. Okay. I am back. What was I doing? Let's just yoink, 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 yoink. Alright, so we will put down... I'll need more rods, but this will suffice for now. Okay. And we'll take logistics splitter. Look, I don't want to play Roblox. Or at least right now I don't want to play Roblox. That's why I said I'll probably play it like later on this week. I mean, you're technically not playing it alone. I'm here talking to you. There we go. Alright, I have a capacity of 90 now. But now I'm burning more biofuel. At what cost? Okay, so that needs more, that needs more, that definitely needs more, so... Why do these keep... Let's help these machines out just a smidget. Is this creating backlog? It is, well, except for this one system, which is fine. Because if that has a backlog, that means there will not be anything running dry on this end. That's what I want to see at the moment. It is fair. I'm a loser. And the voices, yeah, they can keep you company, but sometimes they might not be nice. Who is this? Oh my god. Why are you awake? I'm alright. I've I've been steadily dying in the heat from time to time. Fuck, I still need cables. I can make more. Work. I don't know what you're talking about, Bree. I have no experience with such things. But I'm assuming you just got off of work, Spider, given the fact that it is not only 12 o'clock, but it is 12:30, and I know that you live a decent way away from work. Uh, what am I doing? Cables. Are you gonna tell me I'm lying? Ah, fuck. There we go. So what you plan on doing tonight? Are y'all gonna be hopping on F1 or whatever that racing game is that y'all have been hopping on? What am I going to need? I need plates. I need screws. I need rods and I need screws. Okay. I'll just place these two in the middle. And then that'll be plates and rods. That'll go on the left side. Plates and rotors. Okay, so that'll go more to the left side. That's fair. So you saw that I was streaming and I was like, oh, hey, I'm gonna pop in. I really... I need these more. Because I don't have a lot of these left. Okay. Let me grab this. That might be enough. We'll see if that's enough. No, I'm not talking to the voices. What's up, Spider? Okay, that is a straight belt. And then I'm gonna need screws. Can do screws, rods. Is that how I want to do that? Does that sound right? Let's double check. Rods and screws. Okay, one rod consuming 10 produces 15. I feel like that's not going to be right. What? Why? Where is everyone going? Actually, I don't know why I did that. Okay, so then we'll do. And then we'll do this somewhere right around here. Okay, we'll have those two. No. No. I'll do this for now. I'll do this for now. Yeah, because I mean this is just gonna be temporary. There. That might make things easier. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm glad he's finally getting out. He doesn't need to be there anymore. Okay, you're making rods. You are going to be making screws. And then we're going to take one of you. And we're going to do one of these. And that'll go off to a storage container somewhere. You produce 20 a minute. You need 30 a minute. You need 60 a minute. You produce 40 a minute. Okay, so... And you consume 30. You produce 30. Fuck. I should have looked at that. Okay. Okay, so now that would theoretically be making extra. We're going to... Okay, that's fine. We'll merge. No. Yeah, we'll merge there. We'll split here. Aha. There we go. Could have just done that. Either way, this still needed to come up and it needs to move further back. You're going to be making concrete. And you're also going to be making concrete. Iron, correct. Plate, correct. Plate, correct. you are going to be... Oh, shit. Okay. Talk to you later. I just realized there was there was a notification. Okay, so that'll make that. Oh, that's not what I want. And then this. That makes 40. So I have it split and merge again. Have it split and merge. Okay, so this will all be like a 1-1 mix. Okay, this is going to be 15, 10, second, I can split. Lights are still holding. How is my power? Still sufficient. Yep. I physically cannot make more. Oh well. I'm going to need rods. Backed up? There's no way. I mean, that's good. But, nope. And, yep. Take some concrete, take some of the wire. Just needs plates.
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as Awesome. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the Awesome Resource Sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
Yeah, I never said this build was going to be pretty. But right now, this would be functional. Now the only thing it's missing is copper. Okay, and what all is that going to need? Okay. No, it's like I said, it's doing math. Just trying to figure out, like, okay, well, if I do this, will this work? Like, I can sit here and I can look at the spreadsheet, but unless I'm physically doing it, I don't know. I thought you said you were going to close your eyes for a minute. Ah, that makes a bit more sense. This is always the one part that I hate doing. It's reorganizing all of this shit. But I have one thing that should make this nice. Fuck. Okay, I guess not. Uh, uh, What was it again? There we go. And this is the part of the journey where everything slowly starts getting cut off the system. That way everything has time to expel everything, so I don't have to worry about it. What do you mean by that? Oh, that require you to have, like, this kind of focus? Ooh. Just kissed that line and then it's starting to come back down. Oh, it's about to skyrocket back up. Ooh, I'm dancing on that power line right now. Both. my my brain kind of like starts turning to mush by about this time, and then same thing with doing this. Mostly because I'm trying to figure out if everything's working the way I want it to. Okay, it's receiving more plates than I needed to, which is fine. It's not quite receiving the level of screws that I need. To be fair, it is going to take a minute for the system to stabilize. Okay, so there's nothing else going into this system. So let's go ahead and just grab a handful of these. Start grabbing this. Go over to people. Why did I do that? It's probably not about to help with power draw. But, okay, so if you're talking about, like, games like this, where it requires a lot of focus, love games like this. This is, like, basically my bread and butter. Like, what is it? There's another game that's kind of similar to this, but it's more of a 2D aspect instead of a 3D aspect. It's called Factorio. What is it? And then I have a... What other games do I have like this? It's actually a kind of good question. Ooh, Oxygen not included. Oh my god, I have so many hours on that game. That has more than probably most of my library combined. I have a stupid amount of hours on that game. Where is it at? Actually, no, I can't say that because I have a bit of hours on War Thunder. So I can't toss War Thunder into that. But like you basically put all the other games together. It might come close. Where the fuck is it? There it is. I have 2,800 and what is it? 60 is 2,865 or 85 hours. Like I have an outrageous amount of hours on that game. So like games like this, it's my bread and butter. I thoroughly enjoy the deep focus. You gotta make sure machines are running right. You gotta make sure, you know, things are going smoothly. Man, it's running fast enough for me. Let's see, what do we got going on over here? Oh, sweet. I can take more stuff off the grid. Alright, you can come up. So can you. And you are empty. You're empty. This stuff is finishing up the last of its equipment. Okay, you're hooked up there. You're hooked up to nothing important other than that. Okay. And you go all the way out there, so you have to stay in place. Still doing good. There we go. There we go. There we go. That might help it catch up a little bit. Grab some pencils and paper. So, the whole point of this game is to... I'm so fucking stupid. God damn it. Hold on. I gotta fix something. Okay, this is done, so I don't need this here anymore. This is almost done. That's almost done. I don't need that. I need that. This can get hooked back up to power because I didn't fucking do it in the first place. God dipshit. Oh, that's why I was coming over here. Okay, so the whole point of this game is to gather up resources and make a factory out of it. You're trying to work towards better and better manufacturing. So like, let's use this for example. That I have one ingot being turned into one rod. Well, there is... I need some more plates. Fucking, I dropped all of them off over here. Okay. So, you have this, which, nope, not there, not there, fuck. Okay, I don't have any of these. I have this, but I need all three of those. I don't think I have a blue power slug. Okay, that doesn't really help out a ton. So what you do is you use a mix of that and this thing over here. Just scoot on over. If I can stop clipping. There we go. And you are trying to get through the different tiers. So you're gathering up basic resources like I am now, how a lot of it is just going to be a 1-for-1, or it's going to be horrible ratios like I need 3 ingots to make 1 product, so not very good ratios. But as you start progressing, you can start getting better recipes where instead of getting 1, you're now getting 2 or 3. So you're making more product with less resources, or you might have to combine 2 products to get more resources. Sometimes it's an equal trade. Sometimes it's like, okay, well, that stuff is just getting thrown away anyways. I might as well have a use for it. You're basically just trying to optimize things as best as you can and working your way through the tiers. So let me pull this up for you. So you have like this, for example, which you'll have tons and tons of miners and machines and reactors and generators and whatnot. These are the alternate recipes that I am talking about. I can't make this any bigger, sadly. Right? Yeah, no, I can't make this any bigger. So let's go up to the top for some simple stuff. So like steel, for example, as you can see, you unlock it in tier 3. And for 45 iron ore and coal, you get 45 ingots. So it's a 1-for-1 ratio. But if you go down, this is something that you have to unlock by going around the world and finding hard drives. And once you get those hard drives, as you can see, now if you take the iron ore and turn it into ingots, you're using a little bit less. So 45 to 40, and now you're getting 60 instead of 45. So that's the whole goal, is to just try and get better things so you can move up. And those better things that you're trying to work towards is like motherboards. You're trying to work towards like regular fuel, and then like turbo fuel. And then you'll eventually get into, where is it? Is it like towards the bottom? Oh, goodbye. And then you'll eventually get into like uranium, which uranium you can process it in other ways and start making plutonium and all sorts of other stuff to just like keep making power. And you got, that's all it is. It's just you're trying to work up to get further into the game while trying to optimize everything. That's just kind of the whole premise of it. I don't even know if I explained that well. What happens when you finish is you have nothing better to do. The game is done. The game doesn't really end. You can keep playing however you want. Usually at that point in time, that's whenever players will go around and they'll start making their factories a lot prettier. They'll start trying to hide wires. They'll make malls for all of their stuff, which is just these massive buildings that hold all of their resources. And it'll be like screws and rods and plates, and it'll be rotors, and it'll be motors and all sorts of stuff that they just have piled in there. You can have drones, you can have planes, or not planes. You can have drones, you can have tractors, you can have trains. I say trains or I say planes? That's how you know I'm kind of like, my brain is melting. But yeah, people usually just make things prettier. Because you'll have people like me that try to make things look decent, which of course the starting of it was not, but that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to make everything look half decent. But once I get out of tier 2 and start pushing into tier 3, because I think that's where coal is, that's whenever I'll start actually trying to make stuff look nicer. As long as those are running at 100 or damn near close. Oh yeah. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Right, how are you running? 100%. Barely keeping up with it. Got it. How close is it getting? Yeah, it's just barely staying on top of that. That's fine. It's trying. How many do I have? I'll let that build up real quick. Do you want to see a glimpse of the other game that I was talking about? Oxygen not included? There's so so much that goes on in that game. Because if you like games like this where you have to focus, oh my god, oxygen not included, you have to focus so hard. Um, I don't even remember if I have any worlds anymore. I think I deleted all of them the last time I got on. Or I might have left one or two of them up. I don't know. I think I got frustrated with it because the mods that I have, some of them don't work anymore. I'm falling asleep either way. Oxygen Not Included is one of those games where you could, I wouldn't really say you could do like an ASMR too. It really isn't a ton unless you're like really focused in on what the dupes are doing. Oh, well, you're trying. Come on. How, how hot is my CPU getting? Because the fact that it's trying to load up two different games at once and streaming, yeah, I'm kind of giving this computer hell right now. She's doing good. She's holding up. Sounds like a plane. Can you really hear it? No, it's actually like really quiet. First notification. No, the Slickster one is gone. Damn it. Now I gotta go refine that one. I love having those extra Slicksters. They make things so much easier. It absolutely breaks the game, though. Whenever I do recording for Oxygen Not Included, I'll make sure to take off a lot of those mods, anyways. Well, not a lot of them. I'm gonna keep some of the improvements for life. Alright. What, uh... What worlds do I have on here? One. I have one. Oh, it's because this is the one that has all of the DLCs, doesn't it? Yep, 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 yep. That's exactly why. Alright, let's hop over to here, and I'll show you that game real quick. Or not. Love how you're just gonna deny me that. So, in that regard, we'll go ahead and we'll do this. this is just the notification for all of the mods and stuff that I have. But this is oxygen not included. There's a lot going on here. So you have where the fuck are they? Oh, I've only got 6 of these little bastards. Oh, there we go. I just had to unpause it. So you got these little guys that normally start off right here in a very enclosed space. It's probably about as big as this spot right here. I was actually thinking about doing a stream on this tomorrow. Since I'll be home and not really doing anything tomorrow. But you start off in a space just like this. That's 32 tiles, give or take. And it's surrounded by all of this stuff right here. So you have like sandstone, sand, mud, copper, algae, dirt, fertilizer, all sorts of stuff. And whenever you first start off, you don't have anything other than this research table. And that opens up into this massive branch. So, as you can see, you do have to start going through the tech tree to start unlocking other things. But as you see, as I highlight over this, you have to have everything in yellow unlocked before you unlock that. So, with the very first one that I just clicked on, the first little thing that you get, they give you these blue points. And that's pretty easy to tell because you have this blue icon. And you go over to this one, which is this magenta, I guess? Magenta, purple sort of color. And that will bring you into the next tier. So now you can unlock everything over in this section. This yellow one, which they're not very hard to figure out. Like, okay, where am I supposed to go? Why can't I unlock this? There's this big icon right here that lets you know, hey, this is in this tech tree. You have to unlock this to be able to get that machine to do this. Same thing with over here. You have this. You have to unlock this to get this machine to go over to here. And from here, all you're really doing is progressing, trying to, again, get things that'll make things more efficient, better quality of life, stuff like that. But you have this other really cool thing. Where is it at? So you have not only just that one planet that you're on, which is this. So you have this planet, which you have your magma biome. As you can see, it's outrageously hot down here. You have infinite sources of water. You have polluted water. You got your normal water. You have bathrooms, which this is my my station to where I clean everything up. So I have dirty water that comes down into here. It goes into this sieve, which uses sand, and then the clean water passes over to here, and then that gets used for whatever around the base. Which, as of right now, it's really just getting used for this this supercomputer. I don't have any crops or anything hooked up because I have all of my food coming from Have I not moved these guys over? Ooh. What do I have in here? Have I not gotten that started? I have not. Okay. Well, scratch that. This is a spot where you would like put your animals, whatnot, and just like your normal day-to-day life. You can have meat, you can have plants, but that's what you need to have these guys to actually survive is food. And then you need oxygen, which right now I'm currently using algae, which is not sustainable. Algae is this stuff right here. So I've got a good couple pockets of it laying around, but it's going to run out. So this machine is not very good. So I need to find a better way to actually make oxygen. But they do produce carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide comes down here, and found these plants. Well, not really found them. I ended up getting them out of the printing pod. And ended up having them get placed down here. What is it? And then I've got this behemoth of a system. So I have power coming from here, which these are natural gas generators that are getting power from up here. So that goes through a pipe that goes all the way down here, goes into these reservoirs, and then goes into here whenever I need it. There's this other cool thing. This is the temperature overlay. So all the stuff that's blue, as you can see, it's really cold. All the stuff that's red, it's hot, warm. I mean, you don't really know unless you scroll over it, unless you come down here. If it's this color red, yeah, it's pretty hot. But you have to make sure that your dupes are in a well temperature of about, actually I wonder if it says what like temperature they would prefer to be at. I'm not even gonna try to read that. Typically the dupes like it sitting somewhere between like 50 to 80, so pretty typical of humans. I don't remember what that would be Celsius wise. I used to remember, but I kind of started stepping away from that. Mostly because I don't have a whole lot of uses for it. But basically the whole thing is just trying to do the same thing as Satisfactory. You're trying to get as much stuff done progression wise, make everything better, but you will eventually outgrow this planet and you might need to do something else. So you can make rockets. And the rockets are what you use to go out into outer space and travel to other planets. There is a end game to this, but same thing as Satisfactory. Same thing as Factorio. It's just once you get to the end, that's it. You can make everything look pretty and start it all over again. But whenever I do a stream for this tomorrow, I'll go into a bit more detail as to how all of this stuff gets done and the process of it and whatnot. It is a little stressful in the beginning, but I've played through this portion of the game so much, it's a cakewalk for me. So once I start getting later into the game, like you can see that I'm on 145 cycles. Once I start getting up to like 600 cycles, it's whenever I start struggling. Because I'm not as good as a lot of other people whenever it comes to this game. What? Are you talking about on the game that I just showed you? Oh, okay. For a moment, I thought everything broke. No, it's not really potions. It's kind of making sure everything's working, making sure that your dupes are staying alive. They've got food, they've got water, they've got oxygen, making sure that the temperature's right. Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah, it's because I was trying to process that. I was like, no. So I was trying to think of how to kind of word it. But basically, the little dupes, you're trying to keep them alive. Trying to keep them alive and get them to the end of the game. If all of them do end up dying, it's not the end of the world. What is it? Every like four 4 to 6 days. Um, that's whenever you'll end up getting a new dupe. So you can try again. You don't have to restart. Oh, that's because I cut off a massive amount of what's actually being used. That's right. I got enough copper sheets to at least get me started. Ah, son of a bitch. Nope. What do I need? Rods and screws. That's it. You know what? I'll do this. Now I need to finish this up. Guess that's 20 per minute. So those are probably gonna run out. So... My brain's starting to feel it. It's trying to catch fire. My brain is starting to feel it now. I'm starting to feel it now. I'm hitting that wall. My body's just like, stop. The only reason why you're staying up. Alright. Well, my brain is telling me stop because I was sitting there looking at it and I was just like, and I closed my eyes for a second. Yeah, I'm done. Doesn't my back hurt? From what? I'm so glad that I made this, but at the same time, this is not what I need it for. It's fine. I'll make a secondary system out of that stuff over there. Ooh, wait a minute. Doesn't fire. I already knew about those three. And these two will stay over here because that'll be part of steel production later on down the line. Oh, these are pure nodes. Fuck. Pure nodes would be so nice. Okay. I mean, this is me on the keyboard. Well, actually, yeah. I guess I have changed how I've been sitting. I just noticed, since I'm now sitting straight up, my microphone position has definitely dropped a bit more. So I was kind of leaning back in the chair, kind of slouched down a little bit, just getting real cozy. But no, I do. I change up how I sit every now and again. Like sometimes I'll tuck one of my legs underneath me. Sometimes I'll put one on the bar that's direct. Well, not really a bar, on the window sill that's in front of me. Yeah, I do move around in my chair. Well, I have my bed directly behind me, but it is not the first, nor would it be the last time that I have fallen asleep in this chair while at my desk. I could do that. Could just let it run for a while. Fuck, but I'm not making concrete, and I could use the concrete. I don't feel like doing that right now. Actually, you know, I'll just do this to make my life easier. I'll just do this. I'll hook this back up. I was ready to move it. Now I'm definitely not ready to move it. Well, I was gonna be in the process of it. Yeah.